Choose your character.
Oh, it feels good knowing that somebody has to beat me.
Sugar Shane Johnson. 2023 is his year.
The reigning champion from last season, this season, the next season, and the season after that.
Round 1. Fight! Knockout!
It's like we never left, Sean. And we didn't because we just got back from TOC. What a phenomenal event. And we're back better than ever for the CSC Challenger Series, my man. How about that, Leonard Gates, Mike Maloney? I hope you're ready, Mr. Sean Green, and everyone in the chat.
Look, I mean this with all due respect, okay?
With all due respect.
But with all due respect, I could do without your face in front of my face for month and a half or so. But here we are. And we have to see each other in person later on this week, which is just making me so excited. Can you tell on my face just how so excited I am? Guys, picture this. Everyone watching along currently, just picture this. Before that promo of the CSC Challenger Series, just imagine the promo of the Tournament of Champions. Like, what'd you call it?
The
recap?
Where tournament champions are made.
Just close your eyes, everybody, and just imagine,
just visualize
what that would look like. Just Mike Maloney, Leonard Gates getting triple dipped by Tyler Hensey and Rick Hensey.
Why would you do that?
You know, anything else that happened, who cares? But just imagine it all right? And then open your eyes, and Will's going to be like, well, welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. And then we go from there. And now we're back.
Yep. Here we go. Well, what an eventful Tournament of Champions it was. And I mean, we could go through the whirlwind and explain it all, but you can go back and watch the tapes, or you can just wait for all the highlights to come out because, man, what a fantastic event. Numerous winners, numerous big check winners as well. Some $10,000 winners. That new mixed CDI event was phenomenal. Awesome. That's definitely going to be around for years to come. I mean, it's amazing, and to think we're in the top 4 of this one, so it just gets better.
No, and it does, right? Like tonight is such an exciting matchup. You got Mike Maloney taking on Leonard Gates, who just partnered together at TOC, where they didn't win every event together, by the way.
Yep.
Including that triple dip to the Henseys. So anything can happen here. Tonight is no different, right? Let's go through everything we need to go through with these two players. You know them. We've done a promo on them all year long since the start of the season. It came down to the fight between the last two, were Mike Maloney and Leonard Gates, for this specific reason. We kind of figured that this was going to come down to this in the CSC Challenger Series, and here we are. So let's start with Mike Smash Maloney, shall we? Next Gen X1 Elite from Illinois. He's playing at the Cantina for Excel Entertainment. He's the defending CSC Challenger Series Season 4 champion, blah, blah, blah. Nickname Hulk Smash, been playing for 18 years. Look at that average of 5.85 this season. I believe that's worse than last season, but we're not going to talk about that. His win percentage is a 69.5%, and he's, of course, throwing those gigantically long Smash Gen 2 barrels, 18 grams. I had a chance to throw those javelins when we were in Kansas City. Way shorter in person.
I don't know, man. They still look 6 feet long to me. So, Mike, in person, online, it doesn't matter. They're javelins to us, but I mean, wow, yeah. These are some interesting stats here, and it's just going to get even more interesting here in a second. Give me some 9 mark numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mike Maloney, 63 9 marks with 4 white horses. Pretty darn good. He has 102 7 marks, 78 5 marks. In 54 games played, with that win percentage, of course, being 69.5. He has wins this season to get to this point, the KINGSEAT match. And this is not, I don't know if I can think of a rougher road to this point, but Mike Scarborough in round 1, then Ram Guevara, then JC Martinez, who killed it at TOC. And then you got Jeremiah Millar. That was the last time we saw Mike Maloney play, was against Jeremiah Millar. I mean, for him to win all 4 of those as the defending champion, that's tough, bud.
Yeah, definitely so. Now let's take it on over to Leonard Gates here, because things are about to get a little interesting as we get the goofiest picture in the world with him holding the little Hulk. I love it. He's playing at Thirsties. His nickname, of course, is the Soldier. Been playing for 20 plus years. 5.77 MPR and a 70.2% win rate. That's a difference for Mike Maloney of, I think, 2 games overall in their win percentage. And he's throwing the Leonard Gates 17.5 gram. Now, how about this? 34 9 marks.
It's so much lower.
102 7 marks. And 73 5 marks and 8 white horses. Now, that 102 may sound familiar.
Yep.
Well, that's because Mike Maloney has 102 7 marks as well. But that's not all.
No. Tell us
How about this?
It gets grosser, guys.
They have both 7 8 marks, ladies and gentlemen, and 53 6 marks.
Yeah.
Apiece. Same, identical across the board.
No,
wow.
How crazy is that, right? I mean, to have the exact same number of 6 marks and 8 marks along with those 7 mark totals, the difference between 5 marks is 5, right? The win percentage is the closest it could be. The only big difference is the 9 marks.
Yep.
And how crazy is it that Leonard, you kind of glossed over that. He has 8 white horses. 8. That's like 25% of his 9 marks are white horses. That's weird.
It is definitely weird, folks. But this one's going to be, I'm guessing, a fantastic affair. I mean, the teammates taking each other on. Of course, they're going to give each other a little love. You can see it there. Leonard Gates to lead us off with our count up. How about this? Almost 1,000 viewers already, folks.
Yeah.
Don't forget, just by commenting, liking this, you can get entered into our giveaway this evening. Of course, brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. How about a $25 gift certificate? And as you say, that's straight cash, homie. I mean, you can spend it on whatever you want. Spend over $45, free shipping.
Look at that counting by Mike Maloney there.
Fantastic.
Throws out the bull on dart 3 to get that 1 point start. So Mike Maloney will start off leg number 1. And if you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules for the CSC Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. First of all, welcome. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket, with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first. We don't need to even say that part. It's not going to happen. PPD player advantage rule, blah, 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 blah. If we go the distance, which we do need to point out this part, the players will cork for starting the last leg decider, because I don't see how this one does not go the distance.
Okay. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Yeah,
what's our 9 mark record?
38.
38. 36.5 is our over underline this evening. That's a hefty 9 mark count. But I think these guys could go the distance and give us it.
Did you just give the over under as a record?
No, I said 36.5.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I wasn't listening at all. So I was just in case other people weren't. I just thought you'd repeat it.
36.5 9 marks.
And do you have it going over under?
I got it going under myself.
Okay.
I think I gave it a little hefty here, just because last time I did that, people were like, "Oh, that's stupid. It's gonna go way over," and it didn't go over by very much. But we'll see. We'll see if these guys play the part. They've had a long week of darts previous, and maybe they're still recovering. I know Leonard actually is just getting back in town. He was actually in Colorado this past weekend at the WDF event there in Denver.
The amount of people that I saw go straight from Kansas City, and Nick, you're not out of the woodworks on this one either. Just go straight to another tournament, dude. Yeah. I was dead, like dead on Thursday morning. My students at school on Thursday were like, "Mr. Green, are you okay?" I'm pretty sure I almost fell asleep during one class period. I had kids laughing at me. So pretty sure that's happened. That's the first time that's ever happened before. Surprise. And dude, I don't know how how Nick went and did a good job in Tennessee. I don't know how all these players went. Oh, Iowa, Colorado, of course, Tennessee. Like, that's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I mean, it's crazy to think. I mean, the game is never ending. It's always going. And sooner or later, we're going to have those weekends where you can either pick or choose one event or the other because there's just not enough weekends in the year. As 6.33 to a 6.40. Ladies and gentlemen, wow.
Welcome to the KINGSEAT of Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series, where we're going to see stuff like that and not talk about the leg of darts once.
Well,
which was kind of impressive. We did not mention darts happening on the screen, and that's what you're going to get here with Will and I. We just don't care about the darts. We care about ourselves.
I guess so. Are we going to see our first 9? Yes.
Yes, we are. Boom goes the dynamite there for Leonard Gates getting us started.
It is a little crazy. We just saw a leg where they averaged 6.33 and 6.40. They didn't sniff a 9.
No.
Like, it seemed like they didn't sniff a 9 or get close to a 9.
And then you almost go back to back there to start off this leg.
Hello. It's great to be back on the mic once again. As we forget about Danny Baggish.
I was about to say, are you okay? Like, you were forgotten so much.
I got thrown
dynamite.
I became chopped liver so damn quick it wasn't funny. Like, people just said, Danny, who, dude? Yeah, I tell you what the funniest part was, folks. We went to Waffle House.
Stop
and
it. Can we please focus on the darts?
No, we're gonna have to do this. We went to Waffle House. Some guy walks up and goes, "Oh, Danny, what's going on? Nice to see you." Will, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Jen. Hey, good to see you. Forget Sean's even there. Doesn't say one damn word to Sean.
And I laughed. Dude, it was mine too. When people ask, like, what is your favorite moment? It is literally that Waffle House moment. Just knocked me straight down off that pedestal real quick.
Wait, quick question. So sorry to interrupt. How many times did you guys go to Waffle House while you were in Kansas City?
Shut up, Sean. We don't need to say that remark. Okay, just know we win enough times for it for Flo to remember our names. Okay.
Flo didn't just remember our names. Flo remembered our names, our order, our sides,
and folks,
still forgot my waffle.
And we're invited over for Thanksgiving dinner, by the way,
which will be the greatest thing ever.
Oh my god!
All right, looking at these darts here, this one's kind of a runaway train in favor of Leonard Gates, no matter kind of what Mike Maloney does here. He's throwing a 7.0. By the way, the runaway train was with Mike Maloney throwing a 6.0 up until that moment. He's only throwing a 5.6 now, which is just not going to win any legs. Yeah, I was waiting for Leonard to take that shot.
I was about to say, he's going to take it pretty quick here. Go ahead and close him out. 6.5 going into the Bulls.
Look at that. Everybody knows who Flo is.
Yeah, no crap. Ryan's like, which one? I didn't think I knew who you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd remember who this lady is. It's impossible not to know. Mike Maloney. Is that? Oh, it's Mo Maloney. I was going to say, is that Mike Maloney just commenting away here?
No, Mo's been doing great in the DP Indy. Boom goes the dynamite there for Leonard Gates, number 3 on the board. But yeah, so Mo's been dominating that. Been on our stream a couple of times. Been a guest host. He watched me play for about 10 minutes on the live stream.
Wow.
Listen, guys, we can't tell you how much we appreciate everybody tuning in with us this evening. Almost 1,400 people watching along. Our numbers at TOC were insane too. That was mostly because of Danny Baggage. So it's nice to know that we can still get those numbers without him. But look at that, 6.38.
John, most of these guys have this on mute right now. I didn't know if you knew that, but
wait,
just to inform you that most of their devices are on mute right now, so they're really not tuning in for us. They're just tuning in for Mike and Leonard. So yep, there we go. The truth just came out
for us.
Start us off with a big one.
Well, 6.
It was 9 marks, just 6 mattered.
There's Danny Baggish in the chat watching along. Hey, it's his first time ever watching the CSC Challenger Series. It's nice for him to join us this evening. He did say "Boom goes the dynamite" a lot. Did you hear that?
Jesus, it was kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
It was. He said it more than me. Well, tonight's raffle winner will receive a $25 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com by leaving a comment in our chat, hitting that like button on our Facebook page. So if you want to just pay attention to us, for just a little bit there, leave a comment in our chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know who you have in this one. We've seen a lot of chats already, or a lot of messages already. We appreciate that, guys. There are so many flying in. I cannot say hi to everyone, but everybody, hi.
If you mention Danny Baggish, you're automatically not winning. So just
Booted.
to remind you, yep, kicked, blocked.
And if your name is Danny Baggish, you're absolutely not winning that.
Yep. Just go ahead and block them for me, Nick, if you can. Just anybody with DB initials.
Dat Bozo. Yep. With DAT. Dat Bozo.
Oh, Mike, looking to make things interesting. He's got to take a look here at the 18s early. Yep.
Just say yep.
Yep.
Boom goes the Baggish is a good one. Thanks, Mike. Jesse goes, oh, well, okay, bye, I guess. Look at this. Back to back. Leonard Gates throwing in another 9 mark. Where are we at? 4?
Yep, 4 for Leonard Gates.
Rookie numbers, guys. We're going to have to pull those numbers up.
Pump this up a little bit.
Do you think Mike winked at the camera before he shot that last dart and missed?
Yeah, I'm just going to be
17.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I definitely regret the DB initial thing because there's so many people that just commented here with DB initials. They now officially hate me.
Oh, there are a lot of people with DB initials, aren't there?
Dude, it is bad. Oh, gosh.
We're not talking about any of you guys.
I mean, Dan Burke definitely kicked that guy out too, but anybody else?
We got Jim Lang from Nebraska tuning in.
He could pull this off here. Oh. Ooh.
Yep. Did he get the point lead back? No.
No.
I thought he got another 3.
If he would have got that point lead, that would have been done.
Well, here we go. For a 2-1 lead. And gets it done. 5.4. Just won that leg. Gross.
Well, 6.17 just lost that leg.
As it should every time. This is the KINGSEAT of Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series. They're not all averaging above 6s. What are we even doing here? I'm just kidding. Isn't it crazy that we're like at that point where we can say things like that and people don't know if we're joking? People know we're joking, right?
Of course they do.
I don't know.
Gates taking that second here before getting going. Okay, right back up. I was wondering what he'd do with that last dart, if he'd stay on the 19s or not.
If only Mike Maloney threw shorter darts, he might actually play better.
Guys, they're just so terribly long. I'm telling you. When I saw him in person, I was like, dude, why do you throw these high school javelins? I mean, they're literally like 7 foot long. And
he's going to stay up there for all 3 because he has the higher ground. Right, Danny Baggish? Boom goes the dynamite there for Leonard Gates. Hey, Danny's like in the chat. He's like commenting, like actually giving commentary. He misses us.
Oh, he's like itching at the bit. He wants to like go over to Nick. I guarantee you, actually, by the end of this, come break time, he's gonna be at Nick's house.
Do you guys have some commentary gigs for me? Huh?
Almost 1,500 viewers right now. That is just insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Look at this from Mike.
Big darts.
Finally, boom goes the Maloney. It's about time.
Yeah, he needed to get one there. Let's be honest. I mean, 9 marks aren't massive, but anytime he's just hitting them left and right, and you can't hit one, it feels different, you know.
Well, Leonard just decided, all right, Mike, you hit a 9 mark. That's cute. Here's one from me. Just right on back. And Mike's going to say, that was cute, Leonard. I'm going to look up at the 20s here to take the higher ground away. Just kidding. Why would I throw like Danny Baggish would? Only get 6 of them. If he would have shot that last start of the trip 20, though, he would have had another 9 mark. Just saying. Oh, Jesse, I don't know if you heard the entire commentary thing during TOC, but I said what I wanted to say about Danny the entire time. It's why he likes me.
Guys, at one point during the show, I actually had to shut their mics off and take it from them and say, all right, get the hell out of here. And then I laid just an absolute bombshell of a pun and didn't even mean to on Tyler Hensey. So yeah, you can imagine what I did there, folks. Just go ahead and think about it. I guarantee you'll come up with it.
Well, I do have to hand it to you for what you did there.
Don't worry. Tyler did too. Oh, here comes a big one.
And, he's still not closing the 19. And a lot of people are asking that question, and it's because he has that higher ground still. So it's easier for him to just continue to take that point lead.
Yeah, you learned something this past weekend, didn't you?
No, and even with that 9 mark there, boom goes the dynamite, great darts. It's still not enough to really phase Leonard into closing that 19. Because he's just destroying those 20s right now. He's like, you leave my 20s open, I'll leave your 19s open, except for that moment. Might as well close it. Are you gone?
Nope, I'm here, bud.
Whew. The way you looked frozen on the screen.
I should have paused there. You look froze.
I was like, where'd he go? Did I just say something smart enough to where it kicked him out?
That's a fun deal to pull on the old FaceTime every once in a while.
Jacob Graham, it is a race to 9. All cricket here in the CSC Challenger Series. 2-1 lead here from Mike Maloney over Leonard Gates. They're throwing a 6.5 and a 6.33. This is round 9.
Yeah, ridiculous 20, standard. Ridiculous standard here in this leg.
And unfortunately, Mike Maloney's in like he's in this weird no man's land where he can't do anything. But
exactly, he can't properly give it a go here. As Leonard just goes ahead and takes his chances now, as he sees Mike starting to itch for that big number. He goes ahead and takes his number away, so he's gonna have to find something here. 16s.
Yeah, moves over the 15s after the first start. Those javelins block a lot, so
I like the switch with Leonard having one. I would have almost been keen to start there.
This is one of those legs where if you were Mike early on, you would have had to take a shot at that 20 to really have any chance in this leg. Like, yes, there's still a long way to go in this leg, ladies and gentlemen, but with how well these guys play at this point in time, it's already almost over.
Okay, so Gates goes ahead and take the shot here.
21st. Now it just depends on what he wants to do. Yeah.
Now he's wondering, you got to go back up. And this is detrimental. So, okay, 2 big shots. Does he take a look? You're only going to get one number, so you're going to have to pretty much does he I don't know, man. Does he chop?
No,
nope, got to stay.
He can't.
Especially with the single 16. I mean, if he would have hit a triple there, even that wouldn't have been enough to really take a shot at one of those numbers because he's still got a big number behind. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's where players at the stop level have to bite the bullet and just take a little bit of a point deficit to
look at this. Okay.
To get that back. And that's a great round there for Mike Maloney. But he's still behind in points. Boom goes the dynamite anyway.
He is. He's got that upper wedge, but
he's going to get an opportunity here.
Big opportunity. He is getting an opportunity, so that's what he did there, is try to get at least a look. I was wondering if maybe Leonard would start
that's
on
a good
those.
Start. There it is.
It paid off. It paid off.
That is how you get out of that no man's land, ladies and gentlemen. You just throw lights out. 6.66 average.
Okay.
Mike Maloney. And I almost just woke up my kid. That's how loud I wanted to be. I want everybody to know that.
Okay, now here's my question for Leonard. Why didn't he start on the bulls there? Because we all know that Leonard is very good. He chooses to go for doubles instead of the triple 16 or trip 15 route.
You do. You know what? You're not wrong. That's actually a really good point. And I would say that overall he would do that more often than not. We would have saw him do that at TOC. Would you agree with that?
I think that he got suckered into a play there is what happened.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting Mike to jump out to those nines or jump out and get rid of those numbers right there.
And that's a big shot early in this, and that could play later on in this match. We'll see, but Mike has the early lead 3-1. Man, interesting stuff happening early in this one.
Dave Fig, you're the lucky one, my man.
Here's the interesting point too, and a lot of people are questioning.
Oh, hi Nick. Did you get a new voice?
Yeah, I decided to finally go through puberty. But here's the thing: is when looking at Leonard Gates, and you guys will hear it in the interview here in just a bit. He said playing with Mike Maloney in doubles made him take notes because now he knows that there's a little bit more idiosyncrasies about his strategy, his approach, and his logic, and he wants to try to use that against him. And I think that's why we're kind of seeing some abnormal play from Leonard, and still to be decided if that's going to help or hurt here.
Man,
Big 9. No,
I don't want this. I would say this statement for 99% of players. Okay, so I don't want this to come off as a knock. Leonard's better when he doesn't think about things like that.
Oh yeah,
like when he just throws his darts, where he wants to throw his darts and has the free will to kind of do that without trying to strategize so much. He's the best player in the world. I would argue, arguably one of the best. When he is trying to like think ahead and think about these things, and just like most players do, one of their big problems that most players have is that they overthink everything. Now you're going to have every once in a while those players like Jeremiah Millar come along, where if he's not overthinking everything, he's not in his zone. Leonard shouldn't be overthinking stuff.
I would agree. When he's not thinking at all, he plays his best, and he just nonchalantly works his way around the board. Big 9 mark there, his 7th of this match already, folks. We're at 10.
Yeah.
And we're in leg number 5. We are cruising along here in this one.
We're at 11 now, as Mike Maloney hits one of his own on the 16s. Dude, I mean, this is wonderful. Look at this. Back to back to back. 9 marks between these two players.
Flip it. Flip it.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Oh, you ruined it.
Womp, bump, bump, bump.
You blew it. I mean, this is... he threw that first dart before a lot of stuff happened, including the game screen switching. I mean, crazy. David Preston, I almost did send him a message today, but my team lost too, so I couldn't quite do that. Look at this, Mike Maloney. There's another 9.
Stuff. His 5th.
Boom goes the dynamite. And again, Leonard's in a position of higher ground. I know Jesse Johnson wants me to explain that at least 18 times tonight.
I did want to let you know a little fact, Sean, because you weren't there for this.
Fact.
But Nick did sucker Jin into Boom Goes the Dynamite about 17 times.
You know what? I heard about this. I saw the tail end of it in person.
It got slightly more brutal as we went, because then she realized, like, oh, I'm supposed to do that, and she thought she had to do it every time. And my God, Bud, it was a little overboard.
Everybody thinks it's easy. Oh,
I love Jin to death, but damn, Jin.
Mike, that double attempt there on that last start was just not close. I don't know how else to put it. So Gates needs 3 bowls here. It's going to take him 2 darts.
Look at these averages too.
I like how he threw a dart at the 15 just for fun. Like, how much was that a bad dart? You know, like, realistically, just a terrible dart. It did absolutely nothing. If he doesn't hit that last bowl there, he is screwed in that leg, and he just throws it anyway. Like, that's Leonard Gates playing at the best. And I can't agree more. And I want you to know that that was the first leg where I stopped writing down the averages. And by first leg, I mean the second leg that I've stopped.
And just to mark it down, that was Jan numero uno for Mr. Nick Teixeira. No, bud, you haven't earned shiznit. Let's just be honest.
And I want everybody to know that, there's a big steal to close it. How about this? Back-to-back nines to start off this leg. And to, again, prove the point of the higher ground, Leonard Gates takes a shot early there on the 20s and gets rid of him. And that's why Mike Maloney just did the same thing on Dart 2 to try and get rid of the 19s. But now Leonard has higher ground again. Exactly where he wants to be. He won't move from those 19s. Unless he hits a 7. Don Whitley making a great point. We knew about Mason a while ago, but Nick even brought up Mason from this weekend in Tennessee. The kid shot fire. Mason Sasser.
He did pretty well in that Booyah Cup qualifier too, if I'm not mistaken. So
Mason Sasser is making Joe Chaney and Timmy Bagley have to play perfect to beat them out in a tiebreaker.
This is the
15.
truth.
He's 15 years old.
Yeah.
This is the truth, though. We've got so many individuals that are coming out of the woodworks that maybe we've never seen before, and it's like, oh shit, this guy's this guy is I did it. It was this guy is incredible. You know, he's just a talented individual. Shush.
That's the first time we've ever had that, isn't it? It took 5 years.
It took 5 years. We haven't even known each other 5
2
years.
seasons. I know. We saw that. We saw your glow
Oh
up.
my god.
Oh my gosh.
Don't blow it out of proportion, guys.
I don't think I can talk anymore. That's just, you're fired. Hey, Danny.
We're a family show until now.
Leonard's throwing the 17s, which are closed. And then he got rid of the 18s, which were not closed.
Whoopsies.
So he threw a 3 mark, wasting 2 darts there. That must be nice. Yep, there you go. All the people are just coming out of the woodworks for the naughty language. You actually stopped yourself from saying it earlier. I was impressed.
I did. And then I just backed it up with it.
Chris goes, I'm done listening if we're going to start cursing.
I'm done as well, guys. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Oh, that'll do it. And here comes Danny Baggish. Oh, did you hear those cheers from everybody around the country?
Yeah, no crap. They just forgot who you are, too.
Yeah, who's that Sean Green guy? Listen, I'm just a voice. I know that.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. 5.55.
And a 4-2 scoreline here for Mike Maloney. If it's 4-3 going in the break, nothing matters. Like, this first 7 games doesn't matter. If Mike's up 5-2, though, that's a big point. Michael Chamberlain, I was not the one who cussed. That was Will.
Guys, Sean definitely has the potty mouth here.
I have a teacher filter that I can just put right on whenever I need to. You guys should hear me, though, in like normal settings. It's crazy.
And I have a young son who is definitely
my daughter is cussing.
Turd Ferguson. Let's put it that way. All right, so back to this phenomenal performance by these players here. Gates has got to, he's got to hit another one here. He's got to start with a 7. He's got to make this equal. He doesn't want to be down 5-2. Now, these guys don't really feel that pressure being down. I don't feel, especially going into a break or whatever. They just know that they got to pick it up a little bit going into the next bit.
You got a little deepness in your voice there. You just became Batman for like half a second. How about Pikachu yesterday, Jeremy Byrne? My goodness, that kid was awesome. And the German Darts Open. Shout out to Jules Van Dongen for winning another couple matches.
Big shout out to Jim Long, too. Jim Long did well on that Notice Super Series.
Did he win Saturday?
No, he fell to Jim McEwen. But
no, there's no harm done there.
Nope.
But great display. I mean, every time we have a North American player across the seas or doing whatever, they're always throwing well now.
Little hint. We're gonna have more of that. More North Americans are going over to that Modus Super Series, so look out for them. We'll keep you updated on USA Darts.
None as commentators, which I think is just sad.
Well, it could happen.
Yeah, if Danny's free.
Yeah, exactly. That's who I was thinking.
It definitely was not.
Definitely ain't gonna be neither of us. Danny's got the best opportunity out of us all. Big 7 mark there from Leonard.
Yeah, and just the higher ground is going to make this difficult on Mike. Let's see if Mike tries to steal the 20s at some point, like right now. Yeah, there it goes.
Ooh, big shots.
Big darts there. Boom goes the dynamite there from Mike Maloney.
What was that, 16 for us?
Yeah, we're at 16. And I like I said, for us, like we're the ones doing it.
All right, there we go. I was wondering, I was like, there for a second, I crashed for a minute. So I was wondering, I was like, what the heck are we doing here?
Well, Mike only had a 3 mark there, so he crashed a little bit too. Leonard has a chance to really just kind of solidify this leg. Those are still closed, Leonard.
All right, big shot.
He has now twice thrown at closed numbers.
He's starting to do that more, but still, I mean, it's there's no harm, no foul in it right now, unless he hits a 9. But still, Leonard's put himself out in front by a pretty good mark. We're looking at a 4-3 score line going into the break here, I feel.
Gabe Steffen, we saw you at TOC. We know, buddy. Sorry, I had to do that. Hey, he threw at 2 numbers that were open, so he did get a 6 mark on that one. He's throwing a 6-4-3, and again, he has wasted 2 darts.
It's all right. Nick Teixeira politely told me that Danny Baggage did throw a 4-4-8 with 2 darts this past weekend at TOC. Not that we're bragging or nothing.
How about a 6.26 there from Leonard Gates as we head to the break? Man.
Folks, this is a barn burner of a match here. You don't want to miss out on the conclusion. All 1,600 of you folks. So don't go anywhere.
Hit
William
that share
Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira. We'll be back in a moment after these interviews.
Don't go anywhere.
This is Mike Maloney, playing out of the Cantina in Oswego, Illinois, and I play for Excel Entertainment.
Well, Mike Hulk Smash Maloney, this is feeling awfully familiar to last season, as we're excited to have you back on the CSC Challenger Series to take on Leonard Gates in the KINGSEAT match. You just came off a solid week at the Tournament of Champions. Now, I know you went on the Smash Darts page talking about how you felt like it wasn't your best game, yet you walked away with over $6,000. Can you talk to me about your TOC experience?
Yeah, it definitely felt like I was missing a step, but as I mentioned on there, as you sit back and kind of rewatch and take it all in, when I'm playing leagues or playing this CSC format, race to 9 is a lot of legs. You have time to get comfortable, you have time to warm up, and you have time to settle in and throw your best game. So running these best of 3s, especially with a partner like Leonard Gates, it's very it's very fast-paced, and if you miss a couple rounds, that could be the end of the game. So it's overall I was happy, but in your mind I'm just feeling that step was missing, but I guess it wasn't. It was just not enough time to capitalize on any mistakes because everybody kind of punishes you for it.
You and Leonard Gates were playing together. Now previous partners, now mortal enemies on the Aki, as you guys are duking it out for the KINGSEAT. What needs to happen for you to come out on top tonight?
I kind of don't deviate from my game plan. He definitely obviously has the game to overpower me. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again, but we'll see. I just, anybody who watches me play, it's kind of a point close game. So he does like to move the board a little faster than I do. Hopefully I just stay on top of it and win some diddles. That's going to be a big help too.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
As always, thanks for sticking with me. We're going to try to get it done tonight and wait. I think, what do you have to wait 2 weeks for the final? So hopefully I get a week off.
Super excited to see how this one pans out. Mike Maloney, Hulk Smash coming back to your screens after was a very short break at the Tournament of Champions. Excited to see you again, taking on Leonard the Soldier Gates. And Mike, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I'm Mike Maloney, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Hello, people. My name is Leonard Gates. I'm playing out of Thirsties in Pinehurst, Texas. The operator is Star City Amusement, and here I am.
And here you are indeed. Leonard Gates joins us once again on the CSC Challenger Series, and this is a good match, a repeat of Season 4's KINGSEAT match, Leonard Gates, Mike Maloney. One of the most exciting things that we saw was you and Mike Maloney playing together. That was definitely something where all the fans were like, oh, this is going to be something special to watch. How does it feel to be partners one week and the next week, thousands of dollars relies on the fact that you need to beat each other?
It felt good being partnered up with him. It also let me in on, I guess, kind of just feeling his game out in person to see some of the strong points that helped us, and then some of the points that hurt us. You know, as far as us playing together. Man, it's just I took some notes, and I came away with some good notes, and I'm gonna see if it works tonight.
Tonight, you said you were taking some notes after playing together about his game. Can you give us a little insight on how you're going to come out on top tonight, and maybe give us a prediction of the scoreline?
Hope to come out on top, but what it is I'm going to step on the gas and just not let up till it's over with. You know, that's my game plan for the night.
And then, regardless of who wins tonight, you or Maloney, in this format, with it being race to 9, do you think it's even possible to see a Division 1 double dip? I mean, it seems like a tall task for any player with how strong everyone is.
Yeah, I think it's. I can see somebody getting double dipped or kind of far fetched. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it's done. I mean, anything could happen. You know, you just got to play it day to day. 1 week at a time, and see how the opponent. If 1 week you're on, and the next week the opponent's on, so it's kind of up and down. It's iffy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Hey, everybody, it's time to get down now. It's showtime now. Nothing else left. It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a battle. I hope everybody enjoys it. You know, L style, win mile. I'm gonna give them something to watch tonight. You know what I mean? So that's about it.
Well, hey, no one's going to doubt that you're not going to put on a show for us, as you always do, Leonard. We're excited to see you take on Mike Maloney here in the KINGSEAT match. We wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Leonard Gates, you're watching Partners Promoting Darts. It's time to play some darts and have some fun.
And here we go.
Wait.
Nick, everybody's about to rap to us. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding.
Vomit on my sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
Did you just did you just start off without a well at the beginning?
You're welcome. You're
Oh my
welcome.
goodness. Well, did you know
Guys.
that the 180s darts launch is here? Head on over to A2 Darts to browse all of the new dart ranges by 180. Also, they've dedicated a landing page called October Vibes, so you can browse all of their October or Halloween themed products and breast cancer awareness items. Just click the banners on their homepage. You can also take advantage of the Win More Majestic sale ending October 25th and enjoy 10% off your purchase. Or check out the Unicorn Ballista sale ending October 26th and snag a Ballista set for only $65. just click the banner on their homepage over at a-cdarts.com. And make sure that you leave a comment or chat, hit that like button.
Well,
You'll automatically be entered into tonight's chance to
You're
win tonight's
welcome.
live stream giveaway. Hey, let's just go back to the darts.
you're welcome. Okay, so here's the facts. This is a tight knit match, but honestly, I expect it to be just a little bit tighter. Right now, Leonard Gates
Boom goes
Coming out of the-
dynamite.
coming out of the break after we get so rudely interrupted by this guy. All right, coming out of the break, 6.10 for Leonard Gates, 5.83 for Mike Maloney.
Lavelle, you ain't wrong.
Go to sleep, Lavelle.
You know, I just realized just how much I'm affiliated with you two, and I just don't appreciate it.
Oh, sorry, Lavelle. I had to.
Anyway, back to the action, guys. Did you know that we spent the entire break laughing hysterically? So when we came back, it was just more of the same.
Exactly. Okay, so Leonard started off on a pretty hot streak of 9 marks.
Hey.
What?
No, you said hey, so I said hey back.
Okay, wow. Poorly timed. All right, so Leonard started off on a hot streak of 9 marks. Mike is actually caught up to him, essentially. He's we got 9-8 on the 9 marks here. That's pretty good for 7th leg. Or sorry,
Well,
8th leg.
How about a 6.60 to a 6.25 coming out of the break? Just a 5-3 scoreline here for Mike Malone. Do you think Mike wins this 9-7? That's a legit question, right?
That's what I see this going 9-7 or 9-8. It'd be, and I hate saying that because I think it's an easy pick for the who's gonna win, but I don't see it going 9-6. I just don't.
No. All right. Here's going to be the scoreline prediction. You ready for this? If it is 9-7, Mike Maloney, of course, wins. If it is 9-8, Leonard Gates wins the last leg decider.
Okay, there we go. I could agree with that. I could attest with that.
Wait, I actually said something that everyone agreed with.
I mean, one time for the one time.
I don't know what to do with my hands, you know? Like, it's one of those types of situations. We got Nick East saying 9-6 Mike. Nick East threw well at TOC. It was fun getting to see him play.
It was good seeing some folks that maybe we don't see as much
Yep.
or frequent flyers on our platform do really well. The people like Matt Bella, Bob Anderson, and numerous others. I mean, there was some good lists of players that, man, they really surprised us.
And we got a great look at a lot of those big darts there from Mike Maloney. What a time for that white horse. My goodness. But we also got to see a good look at what we're going to have for our mixed doubles. CSC
exactly.
Challenger Series.
And that's the interesting thing too. Is it's going to be cool to see how the ladies go week to week. Do they keep the same partner? Do they maybe say, this partner didn't give me as much as I wanted to this week, I'm going to pick somebody else? Because that's going to happen.
I actually talked to
Big
Shane.
darts again from Mike Maloney. Back-to-back 9s.
It doesn't matter what you have to say, Nick.
So
Okay,
Nick, what were we going to
what'd
say?
you say?
So I did talk to Cheyenne Richards. I asked her, I said, hey, can you give me an insider information here? Who are you going to play with? You have the run to litter. You can choose whoever you want, right? And she's like, honestly, I talked to Gates, Guevara, Zach Hunter, and she mentioned a couple other names. She's like, I want to choose whichever one's the least mad at me each week. So really, I think the girls are going to have some fun with it.
That's awesome. Mike Maloney, a 6.80 wins this leg, and he now takes a 6-3 lead. So we're no longer talking about the 9-7, are we?
I guess not. I mean, we maybe said that one too early, as Mike Maloney's shark in the water with some blood mixed in, I guess. He's just kind of sniffing around, taking his pickings here. Man, man, Leonard's got to hop on it quick here.
Wait a second. Who won in the promo? Was it Soldier or was it Mike Maloney?
Soldier. And maybe
All right,
Mike's a little bit vicious on that one.
No, I'm picking Soldier. Just off the promo. Never mind. I'm picking Mike. Boom goes the dynamite. Mike Maloney. That's his third 9 mark and as many opportunities he's had to hit 9 marks.
Well, he's now moved out in front of Leonard on this one. So, folks, I mean, this is getting this is getting interesting here about what will happen here. Like I said, 36.5 on the over under, and we're at 20 right now for 9 marks. I mean, if Leonard kind of kicks in gear and kind of equalizes or gets close to equalizing, what happens?
We'll see what happens here, but I do want to say that if you really think about this, you go back to our very first season of the CSC Challenger Series and think back to the 6-1 lead Mike Maloney had on Willie Walker, just to lose that match, right? And then we had to, go through, and then we would make up, like we would joke with Mike Maloney every time he was in the chat about the loss of the comeback. To now, we're to the point now where we're seeing just this Mike Maloney play, who is just good. Like he's just solid good again, and it's fun to see. And I do want to say thank you so much to Nick DeShare for making that video for us to celebrate our
oh yeah, man, that was
2-year anniversary.
That was really cool. That was really
years.
Cool. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Proving I'm the nice one here between the three of us, for the record.
You didn't even include yourself in the video, which I think is hilarious.
Normally he would do that, wouldn't he?
Oh man, have you seen his hair? A 5 mark there from Leonard Gates gets him a little bit of the lead back, but Mike Maloney is throwing in very timely 9 marks, doesn't he?
And here's the thing about Mike, and we shouldn't have not mentioned this point, is Mike is definitely out on the hunt here because Danny kept giving him a bunch of crap this past weekend about coming in second and the online thing. And to what extent does that just make you want to practice more and hit the board and know, like, oh, I got something to prove now. I'm going to show you. So maybe we see that. Mike's going to search for that back-to-back title here and then some.
Well, Mike with another 9 mark on the 18s. He has 12 now, right?
Yeah, he's got 12.
It was 7-3 at one point, and now it is 8-2 or
it was
9
6 to 12. It was 6 to, I think, 6-1.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's just he's started to go off here, and I mean, he started off hot. He had a 6.33, 5.29 into a 5.40, but I mean, he just wasn't hitting the 9s. He was hitting those 7 after 7 after 7.
The more and more I think about this, the more and more I think we should have just done this KingSeat match at TOC live, have a big giant crowd around it. Do you think that if we would have done that, that we would see a different result?
I think that it wouldn't be fair to do that.
Why do you say that?
Because
we do what we want at the Barton.
I know, but it's a remote tournament. So
it's now 7-3 in this remote tournament. Mike Maloney leading Leonard Gates and just starting to run away.
To better answer that question, though,
like better than Will did. Thank you.
No. That's not what I meant by that. But to more accurately answer why we didn't, we talked about actually scheduling it so the finals would happen out there, right? And the reason we didn't do that is because we didn't want the requirement where a player had to go to TOC to play in this event in particular. And so for the same reason, it wouldn't be fair for everyone else to have to play their matches remotely, and then you see it different here,
Now, I could see something like this in the future being, the final being held at the actual tournament, like TOC.
Mike Maloney. Cool. Mike Maloney is Mike Maloneying everyone else that has to play against Mike Maloney. Like he's throwing way above what he would normally throw anyway, just because he's playing against Leonard Gates. Mike Maloney's usually gets that to happen to him all the times. But how about that back-to-back 9s between these two players? My goodness. Back-to-back 9s between these two players. Mike's still perfect in this leg. This is the best we've ever seen Mike Maloney play, right? Like I know average didn't show that, right? But I think timely hits from him right now have been at a halt all time.
That we've seen him play, yeah, but yes, I'll say that we've seen him play, but you got to imagine that he's put in some performances in leagues and stuff that would.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I want to just mention, like, his timing is on tonight. It's similar to like what Ram did the other night, where his timing was just perfect. And speaking of Ram, I wanted to mention Kenny Doyle, Ram Guevara Jr. That is your 4th place match, ladies and gentlemen. So we're down to the final 4 here.
It's crazy.
It is nuts.
Like the fact that TOC has already happened for this year, right? Like that's where my mind has just been blown on like the timing of everything. I have the Continental Cup later this week. It's October. What? Like, why is it already October?
Right.
Well, boom goes the dynamite there for Leonard Gates. Those are all in that bottom corner too.
We should kind of go ahead and mention the unfortunate thing for Wednesday night too.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, Wednesday. Fun fact. We won't be here.
Yeah.
And neither will Danny Baggage. So don't think that like it's an actual good thing from a bad thing.
Yeah, unfortunately. So the last 4, the 2 people that are playing right now, which is going to be Tyler Hensey and who's that other individual? I just looked. Dwayne Johansson awaits.
Yep.
This person. So let me go ahead and figure that one out if you're not looking.
Oh, I was not paying attention to doing that at all. So
that's fine because I'm looking. I've got CompuSport up because I didn't write that information down. Oh, it's Richard Sturbins. There we go. I don't know how I forgot him, but those 2 guys don't have a streaming location right now, so it is unfortunate. But yeah, and we'll see what we can do. I don't know if Dwayne does either.
No, I don't think so. No, that's right. He did.
Okay.
It just depends on if it works or not at South 94, right?
Yeah. Oh no, he's out of Wisconsin, so he could probably find one close by him. So,
but yeah, on the opposite side of Wisconsin.
Push come to shove, unfortunately, no stream on Wednesday night for Division 2, but that's coming down to the top 4 as well.
We do know that we're going to get the final stream for Division 2 because James Edwards being an Indy, it will have Night Owls available, so that will for sure happen no matter what. Thank you, James.
Thank you, Night Owls. Speaking of, if you want to get your bar a remote setup, just reach out to Partners Promoting Darts or dartstoc.com. Just reach out to them, say, hey, I'm interested in a streaming package, and they'll help you out with that one. As we get a big 9 from Mike Maloney, his 15th of the evening.
Yeah, we're at 26 9s. Leonard hasn't had one for quite a while. That's not true. I don't know why I said that, but he's had very little in the amount of times that Mike has had most of his. Josh Hill asking, how does one get a better setup?
Oh my goodness.
There's plenty of different ways to do that. Darts TOC, check out the map. And bloop. We know the rest.
I do see a couple people in chat here asking about the Buzzard's Nest. We did use a camera package there. They still actually have the equipment. We reached out to them to try to get it working. So we'll see what we can do, but it's just not looking likely just because it's been a few years since that one's been used.
Well, there you go.
There you go. We're working on numerous streaming locations still, but how about this? Mike is 1 leg away, bud.
Dude, never in a million years would you have been able to make me believe that it was going to be 8-3 at this point. Never in a million years. We are at the player advantage rule, which I just skipped over this week on purpose, right? Like, remember how that was a joke now? That's just biting me here. So we do get the player advantage rule. If any player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. Mike Maloney loathes the PPD player advantage rule. So if this happens to start shifting directions here, like say Leonard wins this one and then wins the next one, you could see Mike start to get frustrated. And if that happens, anything can happen from this point forward. So while this thing does seem like it's over, you do have to remember the talent of Leonard Gates, and you do have to remember that this is a bit of a roller coaster. Maybe Mike has ridden his ride, so to speak, already. Never mind. Boom goes the dynamite. Mike Maloney is like, I've never had this happen to me before, so I'm going to ask you, Will. Is this just one of those situations for Mike where like just the wedges just seem so much bigger than normal?
That's exactly what it is. I mean, every once in a while you just get in that rhythm or that groove. I mean, golfers find it. You find it. I'm sure in golf every once in a while, where you just, man, the driver's working today. You just can't miss. Or similar. I'll keep with the golf mindset. Maybe you're putting on the smaller hole, and then you go out and the normal size putting green, the hole is just so much bigger now. It's the same concept. Maybe he was warming up on the 13-inch board, and now he's getting the 15-inch board. It's like, all right, massive. Happens.
Well, he is not missing anything. I mean, just not missing a single thing. Throwing a 7.75 right now. He was throwing a 5.8 going into the break, up 4-3. Leonard Gates was shooting a 6.10 and down 4-3. I am so curious what their averages are at the end of this. Now, typically, ladies and gentlemen, when we ask Will this answer, his math is terrible, okay? I need to make that perfectly clear that he has been off by like 1.1 something before. So just know that whatever he's about to say is probably not even close to real. But
that is so bad.
We like to give him this segment because it makes him feel good about his math skills. So,
you know what? Will? That's just terrible, bud. That was brutal. That was pretty brutal. You know, every once in a while you miss over one or something, and mistakes happen. But yeah, that was.
By the way,
garbage,
I need everyone to understand that I also write down the averages, but I stop after about leg number 2.
No,
when I first missed. So
we flopped. We flopped a little bit, but it looks like this match is going to be over.
That's crazy.
To both of our surprises, this match is over. As we only got one ad reel in, but that's fine. It was late anyways, and
6.79 in the last leg. Mike Maloney just won this 9-3. He just won 6 legs on the spin. Really 7 legs on the spin.
Dude, like what?
What just happened? Like, it's 10:34. What am I supposed to do with my time?
I don't know what we're about to do because
like, is this over? Can we just play again now?
You're not going to believe his average either.
I will believe it, especially if it's insanity.
No, well, 6.11.
Jeez, that's so good.
That is just nuts.
I mean,
nuts.
Hats off to Mike Maloney, huh?
Wow. Yeah.
Well,
that's going to do it for us tonight. How about an hour and 4 minutes?
Yeah, and that does not even include the start time.
Nope.
It doesn't include us jabbing our pre-show. Me like giving everyone that mental mindset of, you know, what to look for the TOC like recap. All of that was included in that time frame. So they probably played for what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that just goes to show you we're starting to get to this point where, you know, we're talented. We're getting to this point now too, where you don't want to miss. You want to tune in, because if you do miss, you're gonna miss the whole thing because it's going quicker. Similar like baseball. Baseball is not wanting to mess around now. They're going quicker. They're wanting to get these games in. Man, we're seeing it here too. We're seeing these race to nines go very quick. Wow.
Well, when the final score is 9-3, yeah, it's going to go really quick. I was expecting the last league decider, right? Like, this is, does Mike get beat? Like, I don't know what smart questions to ask right now other than what just happened.
He's your defending champ.
Yeah.
I see him winning this outright after that display. I mean, you got Kenny Doyle or Ram Guevara, Leonard Gates, Mike Maloney. It's Mike
Leonard
to
did
lose.
not touch him.
Mike's to lose.
Leonard did not touch him tonight. And do you even know what his average was? Because it was a 6.10 going into the break.
I'd put
There's
it
no way
together,
that
but
was
then
fake.
again, it doesn't matter because I'm always like 1 point something off, I guess. So
Not 1 point something.
oh
Just
no, you
0.1.
said 1 point something off.
Oh, I meant 0.1 something.
Oh
I apologize.
no, that was just downright rude of you to say.
Are you going to read the
so.
ad read that you were going to read or no?
No, I'm not going to read it now because guess what? I'm going to make you do it because it's just terrible that you put this on me that I can't do math. Now I can't even use my fingers right. Nothing.
Hey, don't forget, the 180 darts launches here. Head on over to A to Z Darts to browse all of the new dart ranges by 180. They've dedicated a landing page called October Vibes, so you can browse all of their Halloween themed products and breast cancer awareness items. Just click the banners on their homepage. You can also take advantage of the Win More Majestic sale ending October 25th and enjoy 10% off of your purchase. Or check out the Unicorn Ballista sale ending October 26th and snag a Ballista set for only $65. Just click the banner on the homepage over at a-zdarts.com. And I hope we got cut off like already and that the stream's over with.
Yeah.
That would have been so funny.
That would have been funny. 6.11 for Mike, 5.71 for Leonard, 16 9 marks for Mike Maloney overall. What a fantastic display. Mr. Mike Mahomey, as everything's going to be Mike Mahomey now because, well, Maloney, Mahomes, it seems like he's 1-1. It's just the same thing, I guess. So there you go. I love it. Don't you love it, Sean?
I don't know where any of that came from.
Well, Josh Richardson's out, so it doesn't matter for him anywhere.
Well, that's weird. His name's Anthony Richardson.
Whatever.
Evening darts fans from around the globe, and welcome to the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by partners promoting darts. As seen below, my name is William Stewart of USA Darts Productions, and with me is Sean Green of To The Point Streaming. Sean, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you doing? I'm excited to be here. This is a lot of fun, man.
This is going to be awesome. That's my colleague in crime, Mr. Sean Green. Sean, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, buddy? I'm so happy to be here. Thanks so much for having me, man. This has been awesome the past couple weeks.
When you and I met, it was by complete chance.
Yeah.
It was not
Random.
in person.
Random.
At all. I happened to go to a blind draw where Nick Teixeira was playing, and we just started talking about streaming, and he happened to say, hey, I did some commentary for the PPD every once in a while, and then lo and behold, a month and a half later, he takes over as the production guy for PPD, and the CSC Challenger Series. He only knew of a couple people that did commentary, and luckily I was one of them.
No, I actually knew who you were a little bit beforehand, so I said, maybe we can click, and we met each other 15, 30 minutes before we started streaming and just kind of hit it off. So, it's really a thrill to do what we do.
Will, I just want to say, man, I'm going to miss you for the next, month and a half. I got to see you twice a week. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. We're going to have to do some extra content, throw in some matches. I don't know. We'll make some things work.
Sean, it's ready for a throwdown, buddy.
Dude, I cannot wait.
Cup pregame show here in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. William Stewart here alongside me, Mr. Sean Green. Sean, what a weekend it has been so far, buddy.
Oh, buddy, it's been absolutely phenomenal, and it's just going to get better from this point forward. You already got the overhead shot of us, so looking straight down on my fat as we speak, and could not be more excited to be in that booth calling some matches, bud.
Season 1 was here. Season 2, we've raised it up. I think Season 3, come August, it's going to be up here, buddy. I cannot wait for every week to be like this.
But
Great job, buddy. Congratulations.
It is what it is, baby. It is what it is.
Don't forget, folks, this is just the beginning. We'll be here with you every Monday and Wednesday evening starting at 8:30 Central.
Talk about an opening night.
Yeah, definitely. It's been quite a phenomenal open night. And that's, like I said, just an opening night. We're going to have lots more coming your way.
All right, well, I guess that's just how we're going to end tonight. This one's one for the archives for sure. Have a great night, everybody.